Whoa, 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 man. What up, people? What up, what up, what up, man? Yak Chicago's finest. I apologize about the tardiness that I'm under, man, but here I go, man. I got to do my for my little cuz, you heard? Man, rest in peace, T, man. Never a good time, you feel me? It's never a good one, man. But just want to talk about my guy, man. It's a little cuz, but he's more like a little bro for real, for real. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, what up, man? Appreciate anybody that tap in. Nah, tap in later, man. This one kind of, this a personal one for real, for real. This for my little cuzzo, man. Rest in peace, Terrence, man. Rest in peace. But, man, these ain't never good times. And it's like, man, I ain't seen my little cousin. Like, man, it's been a way too long overdue for various reasons. Like, man, a lot of the men in my family, all that's left Chicago. You know what I mean? All the men left Chicago. So we was all spread out and shit. So we ain't never really physically touch back with each other. So it's like, man, that shit kind of, that leave a little, knot in the nigga chest. But it's like we always stayed verbally in contact. But man, he was a little cousin, but he was more like a little brother to me, for real, for real. To be totally honest, man, because man, the memories I got with this dude is crazy, man. Because mind you, man, when I was a shorty, my mom, the way my mom worked, and my two brothers was in school. I wasn't old enough for school yet, so I stayed with my grandmother during the week, which where he stayed. So me and him was like, you know what I'm saying? We stayed with my grandparents, for a lot of years, our childhood, just me and him. That's the cuz, but he like, bro, and this little fucker, man, this little nigga was crazy, man. He was really crazy, but he was a good dude. You know what I mean? He had a personality out this world, joke, man, comedian for real. But he was flicked. I just call him flicked, like the nigga had a problem. He was judged. But I remember, man, it's the first time I've ever mentioned this out loud. I still don't even know if my parents or grandparents ever found out. Well, cuz he burned my grandmother's house down, when we was a kid, It's the first time I've ever verbally said this shit out loud, ever. I don't even know if they ever found out how it happened. But he was, little kid playing around with matches and shit in the basement, doing some dumb shit. Grandmother called him, Terry, bring your ass up here, eat lunch. He throw the matches. This little fucker sitting at the table eating, and he said through the through the little heat vent, he said smoke coming from the basement. Now instead of this fucktard telling my grandmother, Mama, something on fire down there. He started trying to eat faster to get this shit to get up. I guess I burned my grandparents' house completely down, to the fucking ground. Luckily, nobody got hurt. None of this first time I've ever said this shit out loud. So I don't even know if they've ever found out he was the culprit behind this shit. But they want to rebuild my grandmother's house every day, redesign everything. So they turned out all right. But that's the type of shit this little fucker used to do. He he was touched. He was touched. You know what I'm saying? But that was my dude, man. Man, his teenage years, he wound up moving. My mom moved us out the project and moved us to the suburbs. It was the Hunnits, on the Wild Hunnits. So Terrence came and moved out there with us. These are teenage years. I did Rosa Parks then, so sixth grade. And his mom, his mom and his sister, they was always like, they wasn't around in the family like that. They, for whatever reason, they was always like, they wasn't around my family tree family. But every now and then pop up. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of various reasons with a lot of shit, not with the family dynamics and shit. But his mom popped back up around this time. She come, she moved out there in the hundreds where we at. So he's staying with us, but he's staying with his mom, and you know, he was a part of the Upchurch name getting solidified out there in the hundreds, man. 'Cause when we came out there, man, we had to fight every fucking day, man. Could walk to the store. These dudes tried to rob us. Said they 147 in Winchester. That's where we live. The apartment's on 147 in Winchester, right on the corner. Mom, she sent us to the store, but we been project boys. Everybody always wanted to test them project boys. They tried to take out groceries and shit every day. And we had to fight, man. Me, my brother, and Terrence, man. For real, for real. But we got our them groceries in the house to Mom Dukes because I'd rather fuck with them than fuck with Mom. Feel me? But he was right there with us. Man, he turned out to be a solid dude. He followed behind me and my brother, like real heavy, because me and my brother was into the organization. So he followed suit. And man, as he grew, he turned into a man. He turned into a stiff man, grown ass man. You know what I mean? He was solid. He wasn't no punk. You know what I mean? He definitely took the lineage of knowing how to be a man at all times from me and my brother. So it was crazy, man. To see the degree of how the man he turned into. Cause man, he was a hell of a barber. He was man had his own shop, everything. It was crazy how I saw the development and the transition of him, man, for real. As he went through some shit in Chicago, like early 20s. But my uncle and them snatched him up, took him out to Carbondale with him and his two sons, because he got them out of Chicago, which was a blessing in disguise for them brothers, for real. And he found himself out there. He really found himself out there, and he grabbed his own niche, had his kids and everything there. So I appreciate man, Burnell for taking them brothers up out of there because it was a help. They actually tried to get me to go at one time, and kind of on one hand regretted that I didn't go because it could have changed the dynamics as far as like school and shit. But my path was supposed to be how it went. You feel me? But it's like, man, he turned out to be a solid dude, man. He really did. I remember, man, I moved from California, had a little party at my crib, and he showed up, and me, him, and my brother, when we see each other, we used to just body punch. We used to body punch, just beat each other body. Who's still the stiffest? That's how we just said, hey, that's how we spoke to each other. We would lock up and wrestle and beat each other body punching and shit, right? This one man, I moved from California, met him in my crib, and we going at it. And bam, I'm hitting, he hit me, bam, we going. First time I ever said that nigga hurt me like a motherfucker that day, yo. Hey, man, New York nigga, what up, baby? Hey, Showers, what up, what up, what up? Man, but I knew my little cousin was a grown ass man that day. Cause he put some part, we was going at it, body blow, body blow, body blows. And man, he hurt me that motherfucking day. I ain't never tell him. But man, a couple days, it took me a couple days before I stopped feeling that shit in my ribs and shit. I knew he was really he was a stiff one day. He really hurt me. I ain't never tell his little ass, but he hurt me that day. But I knew we had built him up, that we built that shit, the armor around him where he could protect himself. You know what I'm saying? For real. But my little cuz, he was a good dude, man. I hate that the family dynamics went the way it went because everybody just spread out and separated, and we didn't come back. You know what I'm saying? And unite like we should have. As the grandkids, we should have superseded our moms' bullshit. Because our parents, they had a tumultuous relationship and or whatever. But the grandkids, they always made sure we was all solid. But most of the men left Chicago because, man, Chicago is Chicago. So a lot of the men got up out of there, and we never went back. And shit, the dynamics, all the females there can fuck some shit up. So it was a lot of bickering going on amongst the ladies, and when none of the men that'll smooth that shit out, make their ass sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up. So that kind of, got some regrets on how shit went. And we ain't see each other. We all of us, man, too long. If you got family, man, that really, really family, man, mend those so-called, bad little situations, bad little so-called fights, argument, whatever, man. Because for real, that shit ain't that serious, man. It really don't be that serious most of the time. But most of us got so much pride and ego, we don't know how to say my fault or I'm sorry or it ain't that serious, man. Because man, my mom and her sister, they bickered for decades. And now, man, since sister passed away, it's only two of them left, and they still got this divide. Like, damn, it's only two of y'all left. Let that shit go. It ain't that serious. But no bloodshed. It was, man, come on, egos and shit. But that shit transitioned into it start trickling down to the sisters' kids. And you know what I mean? So the grandkids start taking sides. Certain grandkids did. Because I never play. I loved all my cousins. And I tell all of them, man, my auntie, I never violate my auntie. I don't give a fuck how my mom beef. Y'all can tear each other fucking hair out. Man, they go in the room, do what they do. Hey, let it be. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. So the same should go to you motherfuckers. Like, if any one of y'all jump out there at my mom, when I come, I'm raccoon out and all you hoes. Just for real, cause they sisters. Let them deal with what they deal with. The kids ain't supposed to be involved in that shit because they already know what it is for real. So always stood on I stood on the outside of that shit. I ain't never, my mom know. When I come to Chicago, I'm going to see my auntie. That's my favorite auntie, even though they ain't speaking. My mama can't tell me not to go, and she's not going to attempt to. Same with my auntie son. He's coming to see my mama. That's his favorite auntie, and she vice versa. So it's like, man, I ain't never get involved in the family bickering and destruction of the family. Man, I ain't don't talk if you gonna talk about it, everybody sit around and talk about it. We sit around and talk about it, cry, fight, tear this bitch up, get it over with. That's how I feel about it. Or shut the fuck up. Ain't gonna talk about nobody over here if they ain't there. Not to me anyway. So I never got involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So but you know, you know how that shit go. But like this one, man, that shit destroyed the camaraderie of the family because so many of us ain't seen little cousin, man, decades. Don't even make no sense. But now motherfuckers hurt like a bitch. Cause man, for real, it was no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for us to be divided the way we is. Hey, one about appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, anybody out there, man, we got family situation. That you know, if it's certain lines that have been crossed, you know, that man, that's one thing. But over some petty ass ego and arguing and bullshit, man, let that shit ride. 'Cause, man, life too short, man. And it really ain't that serious anyway. Most time, mother just be afraid to be the first one to say I'm sorry or my fault. That don't take nothing from you. Sometimes say people from themselves, if they can't bring themselves to step up and do it. Sometimes say, man, take one on the chin for the team. You heard? For real, for real. Cause like, man, I miss my little cuz. Man, we talked all the time. Like, man, we gonna get together. We gonna get together. Never made it happen. We verbally talk, but I ain't physically seen my cousin in man, long time, man. And now I can't physically see him now. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, and as a people, man, let's let shit roll off our shoulders if it ain't that serious, man. For real, man. I just wanted to tap in and say what's up. Shoot one out to my little cuz, man. I love you, T. You already know what it is, man. No more pain, right? Tell everybody my big bro, tell big bro, shit, what up? You know how I go, man. We out here. I'm gonna keep your name rocking and rolling. That's what we do, man. Family first, everybody. The family tree and the family dynamics do matter. So let's not let nobody interject that it don't, cause it really fucking do. And man, if it ain't no serious shit where they done violated a kid or elders or something, man, let them brush that shit off. You understand? Man, certain shit you can't come back from. Certain shit you supposed to finish him. But certain shit, man, let that shit go. It ain't that serious, cause man, life's too short. And we can't get the time back. That's one thing we cannot get back is time, yeah. Like for real. Just just my spill on it, man. I appreciate everybody that tap in now, later, whatever, whatever. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I don't take it for granted at all, man. A1 appreciate you, New York, Nikki. April, what's up, baby? Shot down to the fullest. Feel me? But man, I appreciate everybody. Little cuz, man, rest in peace, homie, rest in peace. 21519, always. Well, you know what it is. So man, like, subscribe, and share, folks. Yeah, Chicago's finest, man. Appreciate anybody tapping in now or later. Everybody be safe. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Let's do what it do out here. Holla back. Definitely appreciate y'all giving me here, man. Definitely do. Never take it for granted. Always salute, salute, salute to everybody. Family first. Think about it, man. Family tree, let bullshit go. It ain't that serious. let him fly, man. Everybody be safe out here. Appreciate it.